The Las Vegas Raiders enter a Monday Night Football game that is a must-win game for them. If they win this game, the AFC West becomes completely wide open for theirs for the taking. The Chargers have injuries, Justin Herbert is banged up, and players like Joey Bosa are on injured reserve. Russell Wilson is also battling injuries, and Javonte Williams and players like Randy Gregory have had to go on IR for the Broncos. If Josh McDaniels can rally the troops and put together his best game of the season, then he could defeat the Kansas City Chiefs and rise as a contender for the AFC West. The Raiders players who danced on the logo in Arrowhead last year are no longer part of the team. Edge rusher Unique Ngakoue and cornerback Trayvon Mullen led the way that day. And last year, the Raiders did not have their head coach John Gruden against the Chiefs for one game. Instead, they had interim head coach Rich Bisaccia, who was no match for Andy Reid in the X's and O's department. The year prior, in 2020, the Raiders were able to go 1-for-1 with the Kansas City Chiefs. John Gruden and Derek Carr were able to outplay Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid in Arrowhead, leading to a 40-32 victory in Carr's first ever at Arrowhead Stadium. And even later that season in Las Vegas, the Raiders almost beat the Chiefs, only trailing by 4 points. The score was 35-31, and Derek Carr had a fantastic game. Things were trending in the right direction, and it was looking like the Chiefs versus Raiders would be a serious rivalry for years to come. But then later on, after the email leak of John Gruden, Rich Bisaccia and the Raiders were not able to do much against the Chiefs, losing 48-9 and 41-14 in the 2021 season. Andy Reid would have loved for the Raiders to keep Rich Bisaccia to continue this trend, but the Raiders decided to hire offensive-minded coach of their own in Josh McDaniels. Even though the Kansas City Chiefs have new wide receivers this year, they have one advantage over the Las Vegas Raiders, which is the fact that they have a coach and a quarterback who've been together for several years at this point. Josh McDaniels and his offense, however, are still getting acquainted, and you've seen the miscues happen for the Las Vegas Raiders. Some people don't know their assignments, and the Chiefs, however, do not deal with this problem. But the Chiefs have been shown to be vulnerable this year, narrowly beating the Chargers and also falling to the Colts. The Colts found a way to contain Patrick Mahomes in critical situations, leading to a close victory in Indianapolis. And the Raiders are getting some reinforcements back. They've been without Hunter Renfrow for the past 2 weeks, and he is practicing right now in a red non-contact jersey. And that is really the key way the Raiders can possibly beat the Chiefs this year, which is if Derek Carr in the offense goes toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes and outscores them and outplays them just like they did in Arrowhead in 2020. We know Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City are going to get their points. The question is, can the Raiders offense live up to the hype with all these new weapons around them? Can they finally put together 4 quarters like they did against the Denver Broncos? The Raiders may also be getting reinforcements at cornerback. Rock Ya-Sin is participating in practice with the non-contact jersey. The Chiefs, however, have more problems at cornerback, already having to lean on the late round pick Watson because of injuries to Trent McDuffie. It looks like now L'Jarius Sneed might be injured and questionable for this upcoming Raiders game. PFF ranks the Chiefs offense as 3rd in the NFL, but the Raiders aren't too far behind them at 11th in the NFL. Hopefully the Raiders could take advantage of this banged up secondary and also take advantage of this weak pass rush, with only really Chris Jones being a factor on the defensive line. But I want to ask you Raiders fans, if Josh McDaniels pulls this off, if Josh McDaniels straight up beats Andy Reid in the Chiefs this week, how confident are you in this team for the rest of the season? 1 out of 10, let me know in the comments below. Every single NFL expert is saying that Kansas City is going to win this game, so hopefully the Raiders can celebrate and have the bus driver take a couple extra laps this week. Whoa, 63% of my viewers are not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe to this channel for more Raiders content. Are you kidding me? Only 13% of my subscribers have bell notifications turned on. Turn on all notifications so you do not miss a video.